Hello folks, I've just got a few of these ramekins here on the stove, and I am warming them up a little bit. You know what it's like sometimes with, I don't know if you ever have a slightly over-fired bisque. Well, I did recently anyway. And, you know, sometimes your bisqueware, you know, if it comes out the kiln a bit too hard, it doesn't take the glaze that well, does it? So the porosity is affected, in other words. So in any case, with these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glaze these just on the inside here. But for the ones that are a little bit on the hard side, if you do ever have a bisque that's too hard, if you warm them up on a stovetop like I'm doing over there, that will make them will make them what is the word? Yeah, we'll make them better candidates for. Yeah, so I've got a bucket of glaze down here, which is a white glaze. Always give your glaze a good stir from the bottom. So there's our glaze. Right, let's show you how we go about doing this. So actually, I'm going to move the camera because I've got to keep crossing in front of it, and you're not going to like that. All right. So I'm just gathering up some of these that are warm. You see? So these guys are nice and warm. I've got here a sponge and some warm water. And so you just pour in, you see? Just pour in like that, like a small amount. And then you rotate the ramekin in your hand like that, you see? Till you've gone round at least once. If you know that the ramekin is a bit hard, revolve it around a little bit more to get an extra layer, you see? Okay? So then that is then poured back into the bucket, and I've taken my sponge and clean off the glaze on the rim there where you poured it out. So it takes a bit of practice just to do this, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that difficult really. Okay. The it's very important to clean the rims here, because like my GP bowls, you see these are fired in the kiln like that, on top of each other. The outside here is unglazed and we spray that with wood ash. Okay? So this little bit of glaze here where I poured it out, we're going to just clean it off with a clean sponge around that point. So before you start to, when you put the glaze in, you need to wind your wrist up a bit like that, you see. And then you can unwind your wrist, you see. You just need a steady hand and a little bit of confidence. You'll be able to bring that glaze right up to the edge. Take your clean sponge. And there he is. We'll do a couple more. So it's important to get the thickness of the glaze right, isn't it? Now I don't use one of those, what do they call it? Is it a hydrometer? It measures the viscosity of the glaze. But it's a bit like the consistency of cream. So it's important that we clean off here very well, because otherwise that other one that's going to go on top, it could stick, couldn't it? So you wind up your wrist and then you can rotate it, you see. Now another way of doing this would be to wax the rims of these, all of them. But I don't like doing that for a couple of reasons. For all of you waxaholics out there who love wax, reason number one I don't do that is because it's another operation, another procedure that I have to do in the making and finishing of a bowl, and I don't want to do that. The other reason is, if you paint wax on the top here, it can make the top slippery, you know. So when you put this face to face on it, it can slide off very easily if it's all waxy. Because this is not waxy and it's bisque, the bisque, you see, doesn't slip. It doesn't slide off. So for me personally, because I fire these like this in the kiln, And you know, I probably fire them too high in the kiln like that. I don't want any situation where they're going to slide off. So there it is. I've got some more of these to do, and what we're going to do is we're going to come back to these, and then I'm going to band them, and we're going to paint or decorate with a Japanese brush a little motif inside. So join us for that. And yeah, SimonLeachPottery.com is my website. Please go there, and don't forget to keep practicing. That's the secret. Okay, bye bye now.